What is up, everyone? It is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. And so today's video is super exciting because we are going to be breaking down UC Berkeley's College of Letters and Science requirements. So what courses do you need in order to graduate from the College of Letters and Science? Which courses do you have to take in college at Berkeley? And what courses could you test out of using high school or community college courses? So if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Rachel. I graduated from UC Berkeley in the class of 2020, where I double majored in cognitive science and legal studies. And now, post-grad, I'm currently working as a paralegal in environmental law litigation. Additionally, if you are a student applying to colleges this cycle or are an incoming college student, you should definitely check out Study Hall College Consulting. We are a team of UC Berkeley grads who specialize in reviewing college application essays as well as consulting one-on-one with students and parents. So if you're looking for more information, check out our website and all of our social medias for more tips and tricks. So let's just jump right into it. So I feel like this topic is probably most useful if you are accepted into Berkeley. Maybe you're planning your class schedule, trying to figure out what courses do you need to graduate, what courses should you take your first semester. And this information could also be helpful if you're a student looking to apply to Berkeley, you're not sure if Berkeley is right for you. Some background information: Berkeley has 5 different undergraduate colleges: the College of Letters and Science, the Rausser College of Natural Resources, the College of Environmental Design, the College of Chemistry, and the College of Engineering. So today we're focusing on the College of Letters and Science because this is the largest undergraduate college at Berkeley. A lot of students fall under this college. This college has a ton of different majors which you can look at online. So these 5 undergraduate colleges, they all have different requirements, and when you are applying to the UCs, when you're putting down UC Berkeley, then depending on what your intended major is, that would distinguish which college you're applying to within Berkeley. So for example, if you are interested in a major like math, economics, political science, all of these would fall under the College of Letters and Science, which additionally with certain majors, they did just launch a new high impact major program within the College of Letters and Science at Berkeley, which I have an entire video about. I'll have that linked down below. So depending on what your intended major is, it could be impacted or a little bit harder to get into in this College of Letters and Science. So now let's talk a little bit about the requirements that you need to graduate from Berkeley within the College of Letters and Science. Here on the screen, I have the Berkeley Letters and Science Advising web page. I will have this linked down below if you also wanted to check it out. But I think the most important part here is this part with the circles and all of this information. On this page, it breaks down information based off of the UC campus, college, and major requirements, the units requirements and restrictions, residence requirements, and then GPA requirements. But we are going to start with this pink section, the UC campus, college, and major requirements, as this is very, very important. And so here on the screen, it is broken down into the university campus and major requirements on the left, and then the College of Letters and Science requirements on the right. So on the left-hand side, the university requirements, these are requirements for Berkeley, no matter which undergraduate college that you are in. So if you're in engineering or environmental design or letters and science, you would have to do the UC requirements, which is the entry-level writing, and then the American history and American institutions requirement, and you would have to do this campus requirement, American cultures class. And then on the right-hand side, these are requirements specifically for the College of Letters and Science at Berkeley. So there are these courses here: reading and composition, quantitative reasoning, foreign language, and then you have the 7 course breadth requirements, which fall into these categories: arts and literature, biological science, historical studies, international studies, philosophy and values, physical science, and social and behavioral science. So this does sound like, oh my gosh, this is a ton of courses that I would need to take in order to graduate from Berkeley, to graduate within the College of Letters and Science. It does sound very, very daunting, but there are ways that you can lower this number based off of like testing out of these requirements, based off of AP, IB scores, or also community college credits, but testing out doesn't work for all of these. This drop down: can high school exam scores satisfy other GE requirements? So possibly for this list here, you could test out of these requirements based off of high school exams. So like the entry-level writing, American history, American institutions, reading and composition, quantitative reasoning, and foreign language. However, you cannot skip out or test out of these 7 breadth requirements. You have to take those 7 course breadths. You can't test out of it using an AP credit or anything like that. However, testing out of these other requirements here is very useful because it could be a handful of classes that you don't need to take at Berkeley, which can help you graduate early or double major or get a major and minor. I'm going to click on this high school exam score page link here. It will bring you to this other web page where you can see, okay, can I test out of any of these requirements? And here again, it says the exam scores may satisfy only a few of these requirements. Similarly, it says exam scores can't satisfy American cultures or the 7 course breadth requirements. So for example, if we click on foreign language and open that up, scrolling down, how to satisfy foreign language from high school. So basically then it will list, okay, how can you test out of this Berkeley requirement? And like for me, I did not take a foreign language course at Berkeley because I used my AP Spanish score. I got a 3, 4, or 5, and so I did not have to take a foreign language course at Berkeley. So going through all of these, you can see, okay, can I test out of it, or is my score not high enough for it? Similarly, for things like reading and composition, a lot of students can usually test out of one of these courses. For the reading and comp, there are 2 classes that you have to take, Part A and Part B, in sequential order. So some students can test out of both, some students can only test out of one. And then similarly on this page, it says, okay, high school exam scores, which ones can you test out of? And like for me, I was able to test out of the first part. Here, a score of 4 satisfies Part A. And so I was able to just take one reading and comp course, Part B. AP Lit score or AP Lang score of 5 or 4 or 5. You can see the different ways that you can test out of these courses. So it's just one less course that you would have to take at Berkeley. Like I said, if you wanted to graduate early, double major, major and minor, great way to save time so you don't have to take these courses at Berkeley because high school exams have satisfied those requirements, which basically goes to show, even as a senior, maybe you have senioritis, you want to still take these AP exams, IB exams seriously so that you can potentially use those scores in the college that you end up at. You don't want to just pay those money to take those AP exams and score a 1 or a 2 when you could score a 3, 4, or 5 and potentially test out of things at college. I would spend some time looking at these requirements, seeing, okay, what can I potentially test out of? What scores do I have that I could potentially test out of things? And you definitely have to make sure, if you're using like an SAT score or an AP score, you have to send those official scores to Berkeley. It's not just like, okay, I self-reported it on my application. That is true. You have to send the real score to the university to prove that that was your score so you could test out of these things. things. And I think something that is really helpful is once you're accepted, once you're starting to plan your schedule, to basically create a separate document for all of your major requirements, so like on Word or Google Docs, and write down, okay, entry-level writing, American history and American institutions. Keep a list, okay, have you completed this course? What are some potential courses that you might be interested in taking for this requirement? When are these courses offered? I think that is very, very helpful so that you can keep yourself organized. You're not accidentally missing a requirement that you need, but you have everything squared away. Similarly, with the 7 breadth courses here, these are 7 courses that you can't test out of with high school credits. However, in the FAQ at the bottom, it does say, okay, you can potentially use one course to satisfy multiple requirements, but there are limitations. So this information is very helpful so that maybe you can double up on courses. So like for me, I would take a course that satisfies a breadth requirement while also satisfying a major requirement. So basically, it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I took one course that satisfies 2 requirements that falls under the rules that it outlines here of, okay, doubling up, all of that. So that is also something that is really good to look into so that you can save time. You're not taking a ton of courses that are not necessary, but if you can double up and knock out a major requirement while also knocking out a breadth requirement, that is very, very helpful. So yeah, that is a breakdown of UC Berkeley's College of Letters and Science requirements. Definitely a lot of information, can be very confusing. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.